Okay, guess what, folks? I'm about to be gone for a couple months on, call it a sabbatical, call it a spiritual getaway, and I'm going to take all my notebooks. And so I thought before I leave later today, I would make a quick video showing you all the notebooks because I thought about just taking a couple, but then I thought, you know what? I'm going to have a couple months. I'm going to take all of them and fill them up, and I'll come back refreshed with so many good notebook ideas and setups and Bible journaling ideas for you. So anyway, just wanted to take this opportunity to show you all the different notebooks that I use. And if you're looking for a notebook, maybe you'll get an idea for one, and even a couple Bibles as well. So let's get started. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start with the biggest notebooks and go all the way down to the smallest ones. And I'm sorry on the intro, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Carsonial, and I make videos to help you get organized in life, to find ways to be intentionally consistent in your life, work, and faith. So these first two notebooks I'm taking are kind of my old trusty ones. These are called Moleskine XL. And every notebook and thing that I'm going to show you in this little video, there'll be a link down below. If you like one and you want to get one or check it out and read more about it, this is just going to be a brief overview. So this is going to be a larger, obviously, notebook, but they are very thin. This one that I have here, I bought with lined, but you can also get them in dotted, which is kind of what I prefer. And this is a fresh one that I bought, actually, just to show in the past how I used to set up my one notebook method using this. So this was kind of an all-time favorite of mine, and I'm putting kind of like, I guess you could call it maybe some sermon type notes in these, and then maybe a new planner setup in this black one. So Moleskine XL, that's the first one. Next, I'm taking my two favorite Bibles, which the first one is this ESV single column journaling Bible. I like it because it's got the margins on the side where you can make notes. I know I've talked about this in prior videos. James is my middle name, in case you're wondering. Carsonal is my first name. And then this is also an ESV, but it's buffalo leather, and you can see the binding is a little bit nicer. It doesn't have the margins for journaling, but it's just a very nice Bible. It's compact to put in my saddleback bag. So these are the two Bibles that I'm taking with me on the trip. Next up, I've got my commonplace journal, or commonplace book, if you want to call it. It's inside of a saddleback leather cover. And basically what this is when I read a book, I highlight things, I underline things, and then at the end of the book, I go and I write inside of here everything that I learned in the book that I wanted to remember from it. And so this saddleback leather cover is nice, and but the actual notebook is a Leuchtturm 1917. Obviously, it's a lined one that I use for my commonplace book. So saddleback leather makes great products. I've really enjoyed using their bag, and it's a really nice color leather as well, just kind of like a saddle leather. So I'm going to take this bad boy with me. Next I've got, this is what I've been using for my daily journal. It's also a Leuchtturm 1917 A5, but it's the squared, grid paper, which I've really enjoyed using. And I use this right now for everything. I'm going to try and flip through it quick just to not show all my personal stuff, but like I have calendar in the front, my one notebook method course. If you have not got that yet, there will be a link below. It's a whole course on how you can basically put everything that you need in your life inside one notebook, and it'll work in this A5 size. It'll work in a pocket notebook, or you can even use one of those bigger Moleskines if you want. Just all kinds of things. This has been my daily go-to, and this is a hide and drink leather cover from Amazon, and it smells amazing. It smells like you're walking into a boot store, and it's actually a really cheap cover as well. So I've been using the turds out of this, and then of course my trusty Pilot G2 .38. And then of course I always have to mention the little Pilot G2 Mini. This goes in my pocket every single day. I love this pen. So for sure be taking this. Next up we've got the bullet journal, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the bullet journal. It's made by Leuchtturm. It's the same basically setup as their A5, but it is a little bit thicker and it's a little bit fancier. It's for you fountain pen lovers because the paper is thicker. It's dotted grid, and it's cool because in the beginning you've got these grid layouts that are already done for you. It's just a very nice quality notebook. It does not come with the pen loop, but you can buy one to put on there to keep your little pen in. And I actually set this one up for my wife, and I've also used it for videos. So I'm actually probably going to leave this one here for her to use. She's not really into the notebooks like us notebook nerds are yet, but there's still hope for her. So the bullet journal I may take, but I may leave for her to use just to keep track of bills and stuff in that calendar portion while I'm away. See, you got calendar in there. The next notebooks are my probably growing on my favorite. It's the Leuchtturm B6, and just to show you, let me grab the A5 just to show the size difference. It's a little bit smaller than an A5. Great size notebook. I actually kind of prefer the soft cover one. You don't get as many pages, but this is where I just write all my doodling, all my stuff for YouTube. This one is the grid paper. The hardback, you get more pages obviously, but I've noticed that the grids, at least on this print, this batch, is a lot darker, which I'm not wild about. I like the lighter grid there. But as far as the size of the notebook, it's just a really convenient size. So I'm going to be taking both of these, putting some YouTube notes in here. And then also, I haven't put anything in this one yet. This is a new to me notebook, so fill it up with some goodies. Then we've also got the Dingbats. The Dingbats is pretty cool because it has this pebbled leather texture. I like the black notebooks, but you can get these in other colors, and each color has a different animal on it. The Dingbats does come with a built-in pen loop, and this one that I've got, you can see it is dotted, and it's also an off-white color. It's not like a bright white, so it's easy on the eyes. It's good quality paper. It's kind of got more of that waxy feel. And I plan to use this notebook for all my Bible study notes while I'm away on this trip. So that's the Dingbats. And I guess while we're talking about Dingbats, we can talk about, they also have a pocket notebook. And same thing. You get a little animal on there. There's different colors. As far as pocket notebooks, it is a little thicker than most. This one is lined. Got the pen loop. Most of all these notebooks are going to have a little pocket in the back. All the notebooks in this video. But Dingbats makes a nice product. Just be aware, if this is an issue with you, that the pages have perforations. Some people like that, some people don't, but that one is perforated, as well as the pocket notebook. You can see there is got the perforation on it as well. But these are super cool notebooks. If you have not tried one out yet, I highly recommend them. I highly recommend all these. Really, I don't care if you use a spiral notebook, as long as you use some kind of notebook to write thoughts down, keep track of stuff. Next, we've got a field notes notebook, but it's not the standard size field notes. It's a little bit bigger. It's kind of like that B6 that Leuchtturm makes. It's kind of that in-between size. And I filled this one with YouTube notes and different things. It is dotted paper there. And then let me see how many pages. Oh, they're not numbered. So well, it says right here. 64 pages. So here's a regular pocket size filled notes. Here's what they call the notebook, whereas this one is called a memo book, which we all call a pocket notebook. So, and then while we're talking about filled notes, let's talk about filled notes. This is one I have not used yet. It is called a logbook. I thought about using it for like cigars because you could put the cigar bands here and then you could rate the cigar, talk about it, just keep track of cigars that you enjoy. But I've also seen people use these to keep track of like sporting tickets for events they go to rate movies, to rate anything and keep track of anything that you want to log. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Maybe the cigar thing, but I don't know yet. Of course, these regular filled notes you can get blank, which this is, and I'm going to use for doodling thumbnails. But you can also get them in lined or grid and dotted, just whatever your preference is. This is probably my favorite filled notes. It's black and it is dotted paper. I've filled a couple of these up already, but I'm going to take this fresh one just to, I don't know, do something with. This one I think you can still get on their website. It's cool just because it's white. You can see obviously I've used this one before for my weekly setups, which if this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, I have a lot of videos showing different setups for pocket notebooks, different notebooks. So make sure you check those out too. I like the squares because it makes it easier to make the lines, especially when you're doing, like a weekly spread or something like that. So the white one's really cool. The blue one is okay. I think they call this River of Life. They have all kinds of different designs. I'll put the link below, and which with Field Notes, I've got a coupon code that if you use it, it'll get you 10% off their website. What I'm not wild about with these blue ones though is the paper is like kind of a bright white. I do like how the grids lines are blue, which matches the cover, but I kind of prefer more of an off-white like this. See how bright this is compared to this one here? But check out Field Notes websites. They have all kinds of designs and they're constantly making new designs. This is the one I showed in a recent video for, I think I made a Bible study video using this one. Again, these are called vintage and they have off-white colored paper and it's dotted, but it's dotted lines. A viewer pointed that out because I had not mentioned that in a past video, but it's not a typical grid pattern, it's dotted lines. But they are perforated, so again, if that's something you don't like, then you may not like this particular Field Notes. Next up, let's talk about this sweet, sweet Murdy notebook. This is the small one that they make. You get this Parker Jotter pen with it, which actually keeps it closed. You can have a name or something put on, which obviously I'll put my name on there. It's very nice, high quality leather. So let's take this pen out and I'll show you. Now, excuse me, the notebook they give you is just a plain one, but you can opt to have them put, like a moleskin or Leuchtturm in it. The one I have right now is a hardcover grid moleskin. So I haven't really used this one a whole lot yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I do like that you get the Parker Jotter pen. Those are really nice, and it's just really cool that, it keeps it all closed up real nice. I also have a coupon code below if you want a fancy little way to dress up your pocket notebook. This is Murdy. So next I'm going to show you the Leuchtturm 1917 pocket notebooks. You can get them in either a hardcover or a soft cover, just depending on what you want. If you're putting it in your pocket, you may want the pliable one. You can get them lined. This one is, dotted. I really like the dots. Same thing with the hardcover. You can kind of choose what you want. This one's the grid, which is also my favorite. These are good. I don't use a fountain pen a lot, but I know the fountain pen people out there prefer the Leuchtturm, but to be honest, the bullet journal would probably be your best bet if you're wanting to just use, because it's 120 GSM paper, so it's not going to have any bleed through. Most of the Leuchtturms are going to be fine too, but if you're serious about fountain pens, I would recommend the bullet journal. So these are a great pocket notebook option. You can also get the same thing with a moleskin. So basically the same thing, same concept. You can get a hardcover or a soft cover. And I just have a soft spot in my heart for moleskin because it's kind of what I started out with. And I just like the way they feel. The elastic bands aren't quite as good. This one you can see I don't know, it's kind of loose. But if you have it in a cover, it doesn't really matter, which I'll show you in a minute. But you can also get them in a hardcover as well. And as you can see, this one is lined, and I was using it to write Bible verses in. So take that bad boy with me. That's the moleskins. Moleskin also makes these little paper, they're called cahier is how you say it, but it looks like it's cahier, but it's cahier. And they are nice because if you compare them to a field notes, see how field notes uses a staple? Well, moleskin on their little pocket notebooks, they sew it. I don't know if the camera's focusing on that, but it's sewn, so it stays together nicely. I believe, yeah, these ones that I have currently are both lined off-white paper, so I will definitely be filling those up as well. My favorite setup for my daily carry has been putting a field notes or, you know, a moleskin paper pocket notebook inside of this cover that is made by one of our viewers, actually, as you can see there, woodsyleather.com. He has a website. You can get them on Etsy. They're handmade, and he made me this one, like as a gift, and it has been much appreciated. Thank you, Brad. I use this every day. It fits the pocket notebook like a glove. It smells good. It's made well. The one that I have in here right now is one of these Field Notes National Park ones, and I've been using it for just making a mess of notes. And this is kind of a fresh one that I've got going on, but this, along with this in my pocket, is my go-to daily. So again, links below. If you want to support Brad, he's a cool pastor dude that makes other, let me show you this other cover he made and he sent me. If you want a cheaper option, they've got these ones that look like a traveler's notebook he makes and sells, and it's just for these regular little cheaper style pocket notebooks. And you can see it's full grain leather, and it's got the little loop here. And he makes these. Mine's kind of bent up just from using it and being it smushed on the shelf with all my other notebooks. But that's another little option that he makes as well. And last but not least, we have the tiny little moleskin volant. I like this because you can put it inside your wallet. It helps kind of protect it a little bit. And they are tiny, tiny, tiny. They come in a pack of 3. The ones that I have right now are blue, and I guess you would call that an orange-ish color, but I'm gonna take this blue one with me. They are lined, and they're perfect for like little things like shopping lists or little just quick reminders. You can keep it in your shirt pocket, but like I said, I like to keep mine inside of my wallet because it fits in there. It may stick out just a hair, you know, but either way, like it's a really cool, and again, that's the moleskin volant. If you have not started using a pocket notebook yet, I would suggest give it a try. I've got a free guide that you can get. I'll put a link below for that too. It's called Pocket Size Productivity, and it's a way that you can use any pocket notebook. It doesn't have to be anything special. It could be one you get from Dollar Tree if you want. But it shows you how to get started with using a pocket notebook as a journal. It also has like 5 different weekly tracking layouts, and it's just a free resource that you can get. So I'll put the link below for that. And like I said, there'll be links for everything. If you want to check out these Bibles, everything will be below. So just to let you guys know, I will be gone out for a while. I probably won't have my laptop or phone. So if you leave me comments, I'll try and have my wife get on there and reply. But if you don't hear back from me, or if I don't reply to an email that you send me, just know that I'll be gone for a bit, but it's a good thing. And I'm going to come back with a lot of fresh ideas for you guys, for notebook setups, for Bible journaling ideas. And I hope this video helps. And I guess I can't end the video without mentioning my saddleback leather briefcase that I have been so in love with. This is called the 14er, and it just holds all my crap perfectly. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's super nice leather. I know this camera setup is not the greatest, but anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you enjoy notebook stuff, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video, whenever that shall be. Thank you guys for all your support, and thank you for when I send y'all emails, y'all are good about responding. And I love making these notebook videos, and I will talk to you soon.